So you've finally decided to ditch the kids, skip those belly flop contests, and book a cruise on Virgin Voyages. Smart move. But there are some mistakes you can make that can put a damper on your trip. Even if you're an experienced Virgin sailor, if you're still booking like it's 2024, you're in for a bit of a rude awakening, as Virgin has completely changed the rules on fares, dining, and gratuities. Today, I'm breaking down the mistakes that even seasoned travelers are making right now, so you don't end up being stuck in a noisy cabin or worse, missing out on the best food at sea. And be sure to stick to the end for our tip on getting the best fare and to learn about an exclusive pricing offer we have available. Mistake number 1, the tiered fare trap. The biggest change to hit in October 2025 are the tiered fares. Gone is the everything is included simplicity. You now have 3 choices: base, essential, and premium. The base fare is the trap. It looks cheap, but here is the catch. If you book under the base fare, you cannot book your dining until 15 days before you sail. By then, the prime spots at the wake or gunby are gone. So, if you want the 7 p.m. sunset dinner, you need to step up to Essential or Premium, which open windows at 45 and 60 days respectively. Saving $100 on the fare could leave you eating dinner at 10:30 every night, or long waits on standby, or missing out altogether on the included restaurants. And the deposit for your cruise is non-refundable and non-transferable. Mistake number 2, gratuities. Let's talk about money. Another change that Virgin made with those changes in October was gratuities are no longer baked into the fare. It used to be included, but it's now a separate line item that is $20 per passenger per day if you prepay. But if you wait until you're on board, it jumps to $22 per passenger per day. Now, this rate is a little higher than other cruise lines. However, unlike other cruise lines, this covers all gratuities ship-wide. They don't tack on an extra 18% for cocktails, specialty coffees, or that bottle of bubbly you're celebrating with. Mistake number 3, the lock-it-in gamble. Before we move on from fares, watch out for the lock-it-in rates. Yes, the savings can be huge, but these fares are also strictly non-refundable and you have zero say in your cabin location. One of the biggest mistakes you can make with any cruise line is to blindly book your cabin without checking out the ship deck plans to ensure that there is nothing around you that could disrupt your enjoyment of the cruise. If you book a lock-it-in, you will be assigned a cabin by Virgin just before you're sailing, and you may be assigned a limited view seat terrace, which is code for metal-walled balcony where you can't see the ocean while sitting down, or the view is obstructed by a big red lifeboat. Or you could get assigned a room right above the Manor nightclub. So unless you plan on being at that late party every night, you might want to skip the lock-it-in and select your cabin. Mistake number 4, missing the midnight drop. For my fellow planners, the booking window for dining and shows opens at midnight Eastern Time. If you wait until you wake up and have your morning coffee, you've already missed many of the best slots. Mark your calendar for that 60, 45, or 15-day mark and stay up late. If you're on the West Coast, that will mean you're only up until about 9 p.m., but it makes all the difference between a seamless vacation and a week of standby lines or missing out altogether. And speaking of missing out, if you appreciate the travel advice and insight we're bringing, be sure to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss a thing. Mistake number 5, the boarding time myth. Here's a mistake that can leave you standing on a hot sidewalk: arriving too early. Virgin is incredibly strict about your assigned embarkation time. If you show up at 10 a.m. for a 2:30 p.m. embarkation, they won't let you in until 2:30. They do this to ensure a quick and smooth embarkation for everyone. But here's a pro tip. If you're arriving at your port city several hours before your embarkation time, don't waste your day at the terminal. You can check your bags at the terminal, sometimes as early as 9 a.m., and then explore the city. In San Juan, for example, We dropped our bags at the terminal at 9 a.m. and spent the morning and early afternoon exploring Old San Juan with a few mojitos, some mofongo, and we strolled back at 2:30 p.m. to walk right onto the ship. Use that extra time to be an adventurer, not just a passenger. Mistake 6, the bar tab and sailor loot confusion. Please don't confuse bar tab with sailor loot. Bar tab is a balance you have on your account for additional charge beverages that you may purchase while on board. And it's not just booze. Use it for specialty coffees, fresh pressed juices, those morning smoothies. Sailor loot, on the other hand, is onboard ship credit that can be used for shopping, ink at the tattoo parlor, spa services, or even an excursion. Bar tab is set up before you board the ship. Depending on when you book, you may already have it included in your fare, but regardless, you can purchase more depending on how much you think you will use while you're on board. The great thing about purchasing bar tab before you board is you can get between $25 to $250 bonus balance added depending on how much you purchase. If you wait until you're on board for that free money, it just will disappear. Sailor loot is not purchased, so it typically shows up with a promotional fare. But a great reason to use a travel agent to book your Virgin cruise is that we frequently have fares that include sailor loot that you cannot get if you're booking directly online. As a matter of fact, we have an itinerary coming up in March of 2027 that has exclusive pricing that you cannot get online. And it includes both bar tab and sailor loot for you to use while on board. Click the link in the description to learn more or just contact us for the details. Mistake 7, packing errors. 3 quick packing trips. Ditch the tuxedo. There's no formal nights, so save that suitcase space. Second, bring something red. Scarlet Night is the signature event. If you don't have a red outfit, you may feel like you're the only one at the party who didn't get the memo. There's also a lot of theme parties, so check those out to see what you might want to pack for those. And finally, please pack a reusable water bottle. Virgin doesn't sell bottles of water on board as they are a bit of an environmental disaster, but they do provide carafes of water daily for your stateroom and bottle filling stations throughout the ships. Packing a water bottle will help you stay hydrated on both the ship and excursions, and is just one more way to save money on your cruise. Mistake 8, don't pay in full unless. Now this one can be a little bit confusing, but the rule of thumb is don't pay in full until the deadline to pay your balance. This is because a new promotion or offer may come available that will either reduce your fare or add sailor loot or bar tab to the reservation. If you've already paid in full, then you may be stuck with the original booking and can't get the savings without canceling and rebooking your entire trip. If, however, you have not paid in full, it is usually a simple process for your travel agent to reshop your fare and get you the benefit of the current promotion. I do have one exception to this advice. Virgin Voyages offers a discount of 10% off your fare if you pay in full at booking. So, if you are booking during the height of wave season, usually January and the first part of February each year, you will likely be better off to pay in full at the booking and get the benefit of the 10% off what is typically the best offers of the year. Virgin Voyages is hands down our favorite way to cruise without the chaos of kids and buffet lines. Just avoid these mistakes and make the most of your adventure. Be sure to check the description for our exclusive fare on a March 2027 sailing and follow us to see more.